Hey, good evening, Diamonds. It's Miss More Roses. I'm your founder, and we are back. We have a great subject tonight, so we're going to wait as usual to build our audience. Come on in, come on in. We're talking about that phone checking. We're talking about your part-time job as a CIA agent, as a detective. All you part-time detectives, come on in, come on in. I'm Miss More Roses. I'm the founder of Black Women Who Want More. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We're going to wait until our audience gets up to 100 like we do every single time we come live. And I'm starting to come live more often because we have some important motivational messages for you. And for those of you who have been following us for a long time, you know we used to do a Monday night motivational call that turned into a Tuesday night motivational call. And so now we have chosen to go live. Don't you guys love this Facebook Live? I love this Facebook Live. Hey, Kimberly Waller. Kimberly Waller is one of our most faithful diamonds. We call ourselves diamonds. My video was interrupted. Sorry about that. We call ourselves diamonds because diamond comes from the Greek word adamas, and it means invincible. So if you're on this thread, you've been through some things, and you are adamas. You are invincible. You are an invincible diamond. Hi, Pamela Booker. Hi, Francesca Triplet. Hi, ladies. Come on, invite your friends. We're up to 59. We're talking to all the CIA agents, all the part-time FBI agents, all of you who play detective with that man's phone. We are talking about checking phones. And for those of you who aren't familiar with my organization, I'm the founder. They call me Miss More Roses because we give long stem roses at every event. We are an actual offline women's social empowerment group. We're not just a Facebook page. This organization was founded offline in 2007 right here in the city of Philadelphia. And what do? We plan events that cater to the whole woman. We have a motto. You guys know the motto yet? Hey, Teresa. We are spiritually grounded, emotionally stable, physically fit, financially poised, intellectually enlightened, politically conscious, socially gracious, Black women who not only want more, but we demand more of all of the best that life has to offer on our journey to our best selves. If you're on this page, you're supposed to be getting more. You're supposed to be getting more spiritually, emotionally, out of your relationships, more money, more financially. You're supposed to be financially poised, which means there's financial balance in your life, intellectually enlightened, politically conscious. We're involved in the process. So we're whole women. We're all of those things. We are every woman whole in every single area because whole women make smart decisions. When you don't have any voids in your life, you're not filling the empty places of who you are with the wrong thing, with the wrong man, with the wrong substances, with food, all of that. But tonight, specifically, I want to talk to you really briefly. When we get up to 100, we're up to 64. Let me say hi again to Cassandra. Hey, Cassandra. Hi, Marquita, Miss Griffin. Hey, Diamond Griffin. We have Miss Griffin. We have all of our beautiful diamonds on the thread. We're up to 65. We're going to get up to 100. And then we're going to start talking about all of you who are in that man's phone. Get out of that man's phone and get in the mirror. Yes, get out of that man's phone and get in the mirror because there is something wrong with you if you are checking that man's phone. There's not something wrong with him. There's something wrong with you. And we're up to 70. So stop checking his phone and check your self-respect. Uh-oh, I said something. You guys aren't going to like me tonight. I know a lot of men came on the thread last night. The top 10 questions to ask a man before you have sex with him. See, the dogs are starting to get upset because you guys are starting to raise the standards and it's getting harder to get in your panties. So the players, you're making the game harder for the players and they don't like it, man. They had a fit on that thread last night. They called me names. They talked about me bad. You have to go watch that video, the top 10 questions to ask a man before you have sex with him. That is actually pinned to the top of the page. And I made it public, so now you can share it. And I deleted Abdul, and I deleted all the crazy men. There were some crazy men on that thread last night. Why? Because they don't want you making it harder for them to get in your panties. They really like that it's easy. They love that it's easy. They love that we have this air of desperation about us, that there are more of us than them. So that makes us less valuable. Not. Doesn't matter how many diamonds are in the world. You know what I mean? A diamond is a diamond is a diamond. You still have to be able to afford it. And so they've kind of flipped the script where they think that they are more valuable than we are. And so we have to flip it back and let them know that we're the prize. A man is not the prize, sweetie. You're the prize. You are the prize. Spending time with you, being in your presence, just having your attention, having the opportunity to partake of your beauty, your intellect, all of that, that is a gift. That is a gift, and you have to be appreciated. So when we get up to 100, we're at 86. Remember, you are the prize. That man is not the prize. I don't care how big his muscles are. I know you are the prize. You are to be valued, and you are to be treated as such. So if you're checking his phone, that's not happening. You're not feeling valued. You're not feeling like you have 100% of his attention, that you are the center of the relationship. And there's probably not much of a relationship if you're checking his phone. There's not much of a relationship. So when we get up to 100, we're at 91. I'm going to officially get started. You're going to put that man's phone down and pick up the mirror, because you don't need to be looking in his phone. You need to be looking in the mirror and asking yourself, why do I not feel that I'm worthy of a relationship that's centered and based in trust, self-respect, monogamy? Why do I not feel like I'm the center of this man's attention, that he values me enough to be committed to me? So there are 3 reasons why you would check a man's phone, and we're going to talk about those 3 reasons, and we're going to talk about them as soon as we get up to 100. We fell back down to 86, 89. Was it something I said? You know, it's always going to be something that I say, because I'm Miss More Roses, and I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to tell the truth, and then I'm going to give you a rose, and I'm going to tell you how beautiful you are and how special and how priceless you are, and I'm going to continue to tell you that you deserve more. Well, we've got 86 women. We're waiting for 100. We were up to 95. I don't know what happened, but we're going to get started. We're up to 88, and so Teresa, Cassandra, you have to go get your friends, because you have some phone checking friends. Everybody's got some phone checking friends. As soon as that phone is on vibrate, as soon as it starts to bzz, 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 there you go. If that man is asleep, there you go. He leaves his phone in the bathroom, on the kitchen counter, in the car. Uh-oh, there you go, Snoop Doggy Dogg, grabbing the phone, trying to find out who's on the other end. We're up to 96 again, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. For those of you who have just joined us, I'm Miss More Roses. I'm the founder of Black Women Who Want More. They call me that because we give long stem roses at every event since 2007. We're an actual offline women's social empowerment group in Philadelphia. That's where I am. We are in Chicago and Detroit and New York. We plan events that cater to the whole woman. We're in DC. We roll deep in DC. We plan events that cater to the whole woman, your mind and your body and your spirit. We just told you what our motto was, and so we are going to get started. Put down the phone. Put down that man's phone. Don't check his phone. Check your self-respect. There are 3 reasons why a woman is checking a man's phone. 1, you don't know what the relationship is, and you're having sex with him, and the relationship is not defined, so you don't know where you stand in his life. And because you haven't had the proper conversation and because you didn't wait for the relationship to be defined, you don't have a title, you are nervous and you are insecure. Because you're laying up in the bed with him butt ball naked, you're giving him all of you, basically all of your time, your body, all of that, and you have not defined the relationship. So you have no idea where you stand in this man's life. So you're checking his phone because you are trying to figure out how much competition you have, who the competition is, and you don't have any definition. So my question to you is, where's your self-respect that you're laying down with a man and having sex with a man? If you want a relationship, wait for the relationship. Wait for the definition. Wait for the title. Why are you giving him sex in a sexual relationship with him and you don't know whether it's monogamous or not? You haven't even had the monogamous conversation. And so I want you to put down his phone and I want you to pick up the mirror and I want you to look in the mirror and say, beautiful, priceless, precious black woman that deserves more. Why am I in this thing that's undefined and I'm not getting the love that I want, the commitment that I want, and the respect that I want? See, you're checking his phone because you entered into a sexual situation that's undefined and you don't know where you stand and you think his phone is going to tell you. Because you think that whoever's texting him, whatever he's saying, if it's innocuous, if it's his mama, if it's always his mother or his sister or a coworker, then you're good. But the minute it is, hey baby, what's up? I'll see you. See, you're looking for a definition outside of the conversation. You didn't have the conversation that you needed to have before you started having sex with him, and you're checking his phone to try to find out where you stand. You don't stand in his life, you lay. That's what you do. You lay. He lays you down. You're getting laid. Isn't that what they say? Or is that what white people say? Anyway, he's laying you down and you don't know where you stand. Well, you don't have any standing in his life. That's why you're checking his phone. Get the mirror, Diamond. Check your self-respect. Now, if you've defined what you want in the relationship, you have to do that before you have sex with him. If you want a serious relationship, stop having sex before you get a serious relationship. Cut it out. Cut it out. Number 2 reason a woman checks a man's phone is because he's cheated before. He's cheated before. And you are still in that situation knowing that he's a cheater. Why are you checking the phone of a cheater? Of course a cheater is cheating. That's what cheaters do. You're checking his phone because he cheated on you before. Because he cheated on you and you didn't wait long enough to reestablish trust before you got back in the bed with him. You got back in the bed with him. Now you don't trust him because he's cheated before. So now you looking at his phone, waiting to see if he's going to cheat again. Yes. Yes. Yes, there's another woman in the phone. Yes, he's texting somebody else. Yes, he's seeing somebody else. Yes, his ex is still texting him because you took him back before he even resolved that other situation. Why? So put down that man's phone, pick up the mirror, look in the mirror and say, beautiful black woman who deserves more. Why am I with a man who cheats? Why did I forgive him and then not allow enough time for him to prove with his actions, with his time, prove that he's worthy of me? See, a man who cheats on you has already shown you that he's not worthy of you. So he has to regain that worthiness. And you didn't give him time, so now you're in a situation where you don't trust him because he's cheated on you. So the number 1 reason, we're going to recap. You all going to get this tonight. The number 1 reason a woman checks a man's phone is that the relationship is undefined and you don't know where you stand in his life. Shame on you. If you don't know where you stand in his life, then you shouldn't be laying down in his bed. If you don't know where you stand, then don't lay. Let's make that's a tattoo. If you don't know where you stand, then don't lay. You don't know where you stand with him, don't lay with him. So you're checking his phone because your relationship is undefined. Number two, you're checking his phone because he cheated before, you took him back, and now there's no trust. So I need you to put down his phone, and pick up your mirror and look in the mirror and check your self-respect. The number 3 reason why a woman checks a man's phone is you're just insecure for no reason at all. You're just insecure for no reason at all. He's never cheated. He's never given you any reason to doubt him. You are just insecure. Now, he either makes you feel insecure because he doesn't give you the love and attention and affection that you need, or you're just insecure within your own self. You don't feel pretty enough. You're overweight and he likes thin women, or you are light skinned and he likes dark women, or you're dark and he likes light women, or he's fine and you feel like he outfines you. Like he's finer than you are. Like you're a 5 and he's an 8. You feel like your jealousy and insecurity is on the inside. So once again, you still have to pick up that mirror and look in that mirror and say, why am I checking this man's phone? You may be checking that man's phone and he's a good man. He's never done anything. Girl, it's you. Because you don't feel like you deserve this wonderful man that you have, so you doubt him for no reason at all. Or it's that baggage. That last man cheated on you. The last 5 men cheated on you. So you came to the relationship, you've got this baggage, and in this bag is distrust. So you dump all that distrust on him, and you start checking his phone because your expectation is that every man going forward is going to do what the last man did. So this man hasn't done anything. The relationship is defined and you still don't trust him because you have insecurities that are deep-rooted insecurities. You don't feel good enough for a man. You don't feel good enough for monogamy to be the only one. So ladies, in order for us, hello, hey, I can't pronounce your name, Cat. How are you? So in order for you to have a meaningful relationship, I need you to go back and check and read the top 10 questions to ask a man before you have sex with him. But this whole phone checking thing, ladies, it is insecurity. And you have to find the root of the insecurity, whether it's in you, whether it's in him, and then you have to decide what type of relationship you want. And then you have to be in a situation of trust. And don't sleep with a man that you don't trust. You're taking your sexual health for granted. You are teetering on the edge of the cliff of grace. See, you got out of that situation the last time, but you keep teetering on the edge of the cliff of grace. You're going to fall over into judgment and consequences, right? So you want to make sure that you're in a situation where there's trust. Trust takes time. You're getting into bed with these men too soon. Trust takes time. Let him earn your trust before he earns you getting on your knees and putting his penis in your mouth. There needs to be trust before you spread your legs and let him experience the full essence of who you are. You need to know that you have his heart, if that's what you want. You need to know that you have his love, if that's what you want. You need to know that you have his time and his attention and his respect. If that's what you want, wait for it. You're not going to get it after the fact. After you sleep with him, it's going to be very, very hard for you to gain all those things that you should have gotten before you got in the bed with him. If a man cheats on you, girl, don't accept that. Don't accept that. Don't accept that whole side chick thing. What is that? What? How low does your self-esteem have to be to knowingly be a side chick? Like, how low? How low? How low can you go? I mean, there's not all that side chick stuff and mistress and sleeping with a married man and all. Fine, sister, you don't want commitment? Fine. But the woman on the other side does. Let's respect each other's relationships, or what's supposed to be a relationship. Let's have respect on the other side, because you reap what you sow. You know that, right? You're not going to sow all that stuff and not reap a harvest. And you don't want your harvest when you find your love of your life, your man. You don't want that harvest to come back to you, right? Okay, so stop checking the phone and check yourself. Define your relationship goals. Define what you want. And here's the courage part. You have to be brave enough to be alone until you get what you want. You're going to have to endure that rejection, because the person that is rejecting you because you want to wait until you feel secure, until you feel loved, until you feel comfortable, that's the man that was going to reject you after sex anyway. So do you want him to reject you before sex or after sex? Which one? Because a man that is not willing to wait for you to feel comfortable, to wait for the love, to wait for the monogamy, he's not going to stay. He's not. He's just not going to stay. And so if you are truly a black woman who wants more, I want you to put down that phone. Hey, South Africa, we see you. I want you to put down that phone, and I want you to pick up a mirror, and I want you to define the relationship that you deserve, and tell yourself every day that you deserve a monogamous relationship. You deserve a man that loves and adores you. You deserve a man who is the center. You are the center of his world. He's the center of your world. That he would stand up to Beyonce butt booty naked before he would cheat on you. You need to feel that. Every woman deserves to feel that. That my man is my man, and my man is a rock, and our relationship is solid. And if that's what you want, pick up the mirror and look in the mirror and say, I'm a black woman who wants more, and I deserve to have a man whose phone I never have to check. But I also deserve a man who will allow me to check his phone. Did you guys get that? I'm going to say it again. I deserve to have a man whose phone I never have to check, but I also deserve a man who will allow me to check his phone. There is you're not intimate when you have secrets. And so there are no secrets, and there are no boundaries in intimacy. You can check his phone, you can check his wallet, but here's the thing, you don't want to. You don't want to. When you know that you can, and the relationship is open and free, and there's trust, you don't want to, and he doesn't care if you do. So that's the end of my phone checking lecture. You stop checking the phone, and you'll know that you have the love of your life and the relationship that you deserve when you don't want to check that phone anymore. Girl, that's your signal that you found the one. When you don't want to check that phone anymore, and he says, baby, check my phone. My phone just vibrated. Can you pick it up and read me that text? Can you hand me the phone? Hey, baby, can you answer that for me? That's what you deserve. That's the relationship that you deserve. And that's the relationship that you're going to have in 2017. I decree it and declare it that you are a black woman who wants more, deserves more, and is going to have more in 2017. We want to invite you to join us on our Courageous Queens at Sea cruise. We want to tell all of you how to go with us for free. We want to tell all of you how to get paid for going with us. What have you had the courage to face? And so if you're interested, please inbox the page or leave your number on the thread. My name is Renee Toppin. That's my proper name. You can follow me on Facebook, Renee, Renee T is in Tom, O-P is in Paul, P is in Paul, I-N is in Nancy, Renee Toppin. And I'm the founder of Black Women Who Want More. And yes, I'm black. And no, I'm not mixed with anything. And no, I'm not Spanish. And no, I'm not white or half white or a little bit white. I'm just light skinned. We come in all colors. You know, a lot of people have said, is she mixed? Is she mixed? No, 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 no. I'm not. My parents are black. That's what they told me anyway. They said they were black. My grandfather was very light, so I have his complexion. But we are all, our history is in Africa. But if you think about Africa, there are East Africans, right? Moroccan. And my roots are Moroccan, but it's Africa. So let me be black like all the rest of y'all. I love you guys. I love you very much. My name is Miss More Roses. That's what they call me because we get long stem roses at every event. And if you'd like to go on our Courageous Queens at Sea cruise, we would love to have you. Okay? So in closing, I just want to say, put down that man's phone because you deserve a man whose phone you never have to check, but always allows you to check it if you want to. Good night. Have a good one. And please, please share this video. Somebody needs to hear it.